working on the ram. We're going to be changing out the rotors and the discs. The rotors have some grooves in them right here, as well as the pads are kind of grinding a little bit. So we're going to get this off of here. We got some new rotors and new pads, and we're going to get this taken care of. Okay, so here's what I was talking about with the rotor. It's got a nice big grooves right kind of here in the middle of it. And then I don't know how well you guys can see that in there, but the pads are pretty low as well. So we're gonna get all this taken care of here. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take off these right here. These are the bolts that hold the caliper onto the rotor with the pads right here. Both the top and the bottom are gonna be a 1/2 inch. All right, when I'm loosening this right here, it's also spinning this bolt right here. So we're gonna have to get something to hold that right there. I've got these pliers with flat face right here, so I'm going to go on ahead and try holding this right here with them and try and loosen it now. See if it comes loose here. There we go. That's perfect. All right, there's one. There's two. If you can't get this caliper off right here, you should be able to get your screwdriver in here in between the piston and the brake pad right there, and just give it a little bit of a wiggle right there and kind of compress it a little bit to get this caliper off right here. All right, perfect. Okay, so now that we have the caliper off, we don't want it to hang, so we want to set it somewhere where it's not going to put tension on the brake line. All right, so I'm just tucking it back behind here and letting it sit on the lower control arm right here. All right, now the next step, we're going to want to go on ahead and pull off these this bolt right here, as well as this bolt up here. That's going to release the bracket that holds the this to the spindle, and we should be able to remove the rotor right here. These bolts are going to be at 13/16 right here. There we go. All right. All goes well, we should just be able to slide this off, which I doubt will be that easy. Yeah, it's not gonna come off that easy, so we're just gonna give it a little tap right here. We're gonna try and heat this up and see if that'll break it free a little bit. Okay, so this is not going to come off right here. I found something on another YouTube channel and I'll try and link it in the description below so you guys can see it as well. But in a nutshell, you just take a long bolt and you stack up some washers on it, and then you put a nut on here. You hold this nut and then you tighten that down, and it should kind of push against this right here. So we're gonna see how that works here for us. All right, guys, it looks like it's kind of working. All right, that's perfect. That's a good little trick right there. All right, now we can take this off of here, and we'll use that on the other side if we need to. Before we put on the new rotor, we're gonna go on ahead and put some anti-seize on this right here to hopefully prevent it from sticking there if we ever have to replace it like the other one was. So the next step is I'm going to put on some of this brake lubricant right here on these slide pins that slide in and out of the caliper right here. I'm going to go on ahead and just grease these up a little bit more to make sure they stay nice and smooth here. Okay, so for the brake pads, we're going to be using Brake Best brake pads. Part number is going to be MKD1084. And one thing that we want to make sure that we pull off of the old pads are these anti-rattle clips. So we're going to pop these off and put them onto the new ones right here. The way that these are going to go on is they're just going to slip right onto the very end right here. And this spring piece right here is going to be facing towards the outside. All right, so when installing these, you want to go on ahead and put the top in first, and then the bottom should slide in together with it. Okay, so a good trick is to go on ahead and put a lug nut down here. It's going to hold on the rotor so you don't have to worry about it flopping back and forth. And now that we got this outside brake pad on, we're going to put the inside on. It's just going to be the same way. We're just going to put the top in first and slide in the bottom. And then from there we should go on ahead and be able to put on our caliper. All right, so I noticed I do have a tear in my boot right here for my piston on the caliper. So that is going to be something that we're going to have to replace. We're not going to do it right now. It's not really leaking, but that is something to keep in mind, and that's going to be a project for another day. So next step is we're going to go on ahead and we're going to compress the pistons right here with a C-clamp. And then from there we can go on ahead and slide this over the new pads and get it installed here. All right, that should be good. And it works really well to use one of your old pads to help push them both down at the same time here. Okay guys, so we got this in here. When you're putting this in, just watch for these because they'll kind of stick out and prevent it from going on. So just make sure you get those where they need to be. And now we should be able to go on ahead and bolt everything down. This last step is we're just going to spray this down with some brake cleaner right here and just make sure there's no grease on anything. And when you get in your truck and you just get done changing your brakes, this pedal is going to go all the way to the floor because you just kind of pushed all the fluid out of it. So you just got to build up your pedal back to where it was and it should be good. And one pump and it's back up. Okay, that's going to be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.